This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie for your Thursday podcast. Olympics are only a year away, Kate. Less than a year away for the Paris Olympics. But apparently there's another event that's happening that's even bigger in Vegas.
Celebrating, I think, a job or a career industry that goes incredibly unnoticed but is so important. A place like Vegas can't exist without housekeeping. And I mean, let's be honest, if you're in housekeeping, preferably you don't do it in Vegas because it'd be one of the biggest jobs in the city.
You would have seen some horrific stuff. So they've got they've got the household chores and they've got an Olympic events.
Yeah, to celebrate speed and agility. I think you even saw a video, Fitz, of doing the corners.
Yes.
I don't think my wife would be very good at this Olympics.
Is there any kitchen ones in there, Kate? Because I know Tom can make a broom disappear really quickly.
That was an accident.
Well, yeah. Again, if anyone is willing to remove it.
No, leave that in. Leave that in. That's fine, Tom.
That's funny. That's funny.
Is it in the podcast?
He's making a remove a broom joke, not from the podcast. Am I right, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Are we all on the same page?
Yeah, and I can get any
Just wait to
splinters
see what he
out.
does with a plunger.
That was. I don't think anyone.
Nipples?
I don't think anyone will beat that record, Tom. That what? How?
Yes.
2 minutes? You did that in?
2 hours, 2 minutes
and 30 centimetres.
Yeah,
And it's perfect for Vegas. It's like you and David Copperfield.
Well, the weird thing was one of the other cleaners was still attached to it, so.
Jimmy Barbs has arrived.
Now you see him, now you don't.
That's what the neighbours heard when he slipped.
Oh, how's
That's
that?
enough.
Oh, poor Tom.
Yeah.
It's fine, mate.
Oh,
My bum.
hurts.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
A really interesting article, The Secret of Finding Love After 60. Now, this is to do with longer lifespans. Now, they've given older singles the opportunity to have new, long relationships, but they need to first accept that it's likely going to be a little bit different this time around. It would be tough because we are living longer these days. I didn't know this. There's been research done. 38% of divorces today occur among couples that are over 50, and 1 in 10 of those are for people that are over 65 years of age. I've always thought when you get to that stage in your life, why would you get a divorce?
Well, over 50 makes sense because your kids are kind of hitting 18-ish.
Yeah, I suppose.
And therefore you realise you don't need to parent the way you used to. And I think what happens too, all of a sudden you realise, well, the kids are actually leaving the house. So what does that leave me with? You. And I don't really like you.
So they've left their partner and now it's, what do I do next? This is the tough one. Do I find love again? Do I go into a home and...
60's not old.
Yeah, I know, but
like
where do you start?
Well, you start in your social circle, see who else is floating around. You might go back to old flames that you remember from the school days.
They say here it's hard to start a whole new life with someone when you've already lived a lot of your life and you're set in your ways.
I'll rip into it.
It takes a big commitment. Here are some of the things that you've got to expect. You've got to expect baggage. That's obviously a big one because there's kids involved, money, all that kind of stuff. They say get comfortable with online dating as if as a 60-year-old you're going to start an online dating account.
Why not though? Here's where we get it wrong.
That is weird, man.
Here's where we get it wrong, right? 60-year-olds still think like you and I. So they don't, they know in their body they're 60, but their minds are exactly the same.
No, they don't.
And it's like us thinking we're 30 or even younger than that. I feel like I left school yesterday.
So what do you think that you're, as a 60-year-old man, you're going to be thinking the same things as you're thinking now?
Yeah.
No.
My old man, right, he said to me the other day that...
A fiend on online dating,
Yes,
is he?
and he's killing it. He's met so many great guys. But he said the other day, I'm 75, my body's shutting down, my knees are stuffed, but I still think and feel like you. That's the frustrating thing about it.
Yeah. Be open to non-traditional relationships. That's the thing. The last time that these people would have dated would have been in their 20s. So how do you 40 years later go, well, that is not what I remember how it was?
I'll date you, but we're not moving in together.
Make sure you're on the same page about your children. Plan how you want to deal with finances. That'd be a weird one.
Yep.
How do you deal with that one, finances? Because it'd be mixed up everywhere,
Yeah.
and obviously you want to leave it to the kids. Be honest about health issues and caregiving, and be open to the unexpected.
Oh, what's this? Surprise.
Do you know what? It's actually, we need to start thinking about this, because with technology and medicine now, we are living longer, and there is going to be older people looking for love.
Yep.
America's already jumped onto the market. So I think, what's the one dating show here in Australia that needs a revamp because it's struggling?
My Mum, Your Granny?
No. It's The Bachelor.
Oh, 60-plus Bachelor.
America's already done it.
I'd watch that.
It's called The Golden Bachelor. Here's the promo.
He posts his thirst traps in a leather-bound album. His DMs have postage. He gets the early bird special anytime he wants. If you call him, he'll answer the phone. He doesn't have gray hair. He has wisdom highlights. Florida wants to retire and move to him. He's Gary.
And I'm your first Golden Bachelor.
The Golden Bachelor.
Of course his name's Gary. Eater.
He's a good-looking guy,
Is
too,
he?
Gary. Yeah.
Got a head of hair?
Yeah, and he's a silver fox. Tommy, you could do that show easy.
Oh, yeah, wisdom highlights.
Yeah.
Is that what you've got, Tom?
You've got a head full of wisdom highlights.
Channel 10, get onto it. What if you could book your hotel now and choose to pay when you get there?
With thousands of flexible booking options in select stays, you're only a what if away from your next holiday.
Book on the What If app. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Kate Ritchie, what are we doing on a daily basis which could make us a lot of money?
This is so exciting. Like, not only... I can't believe I've never heard of this before because it's 33 years in the making. But I've also learnt a new word. Do you know what the word slalom means?
Slalom.
Or slalom.
Slalalalom. Slalalalom.
Apart from the lyrical kind of musical
No, I've got
term,
no idea.
it's a skiing term apparently where you go in and out of the poles.
Slalom.
That is gold.
Mate, no, don't you. If I said slalom, would you have known what I was talking about?
Well, slalom is an event at the Olympics,
Well,
so yes.
Slalom needs a Y in
Hey,
it. I'm
mate.
sorry, it tricked me.
Hey, mate, we've all been
Slalom.
there. We've all
I
been there.
didn't even pick that up.
Well, it's because I'm used to the word shalom or something like that. Oh, now you've taken the
Sting out of the story.
the sting out of the story.
You guys are really good at slalom.
How long you guys been slaloming for? Oh, my God. Did you...
You can tell oh God, I'm hitting my head on the microphone. You can tell I'm a skier from way back.
Shalom.
Okay,
Let's
just
start
start
again.
again.
Slow.
You
So
asked me
who's
what I
on-
was excited
how good
about.
is that? Beyonce, Jay-Z for your Thursday morning. Fitzy Wippa, Kate Ritchie. Kate, tell us about slalom skiing.
No, I'm not even going to mention the skiing now, but what I am going to talk about is the housekeeping Olympics. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
It might be a good reason to get to Vegas this time next year. I know
Okay.
you've been looking for an excuse.
Thank you.
Wippa, it's been hotly anticipated return of the housekeeping Olympics.
Well-
Shut down for about 4 years in Vegas, of course, because of COVID.
The one that I saw a video the other day of the bed making competition.
Oh, did you?
Is that a part of it?
Yes, and there are all these other skills. They do things like
It was unbelievable.
But what is it? Is it speed or accuracy?
It's
or?
speed and it's speed and it's presentation. So
Right.
and these guys, and it's not like these aren't like what are they, like the rib sheets, that you just put around there. You've actually got to
Fitted.
fold it. It's like origami. It's unbelievable how they make a bed.
Yeah, it's like when my mum went to a boarding school when she was little, and I
Yep.
have to say, one of the greatest skills she's taught me in my life is how to make a bed.
Yeah, right.
Like the corners on the bed.
Okay, like finishing school.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. So they have like a mop race, and that's where the what's that word again?
Slalom.
The slalom. No,
Slalom.
slalom. That's where the slalom term comes in, because they have to slalom around wet floor signs as part of a relay team in a test of speed and agility. Now, let's think about it. In a place like Vegas, I don't know, Tommy, you tell me, how many beds are there in Vegas?
Oh, my God.
Right? How many hotel rooms are there in Vegas? So, the housekeeping industry, they say, is the backbone and the hardest working industry within a place like Vegas. So what they do is they rock up and they compete, they win big amounts of cash, and finally, and only once a year, it hasn't happened for 4 years, is the attention and the thanks and the gratitude goes to an industry that perhaps is seen, is behind closed doors a lot of the time. They're the bottom of the rung.
They would see some horrific stuff as well.
Wouldn't they?
Because people in Vegas they lose all their life savings. And then they absolutely annihilate a room, or
themselves.
Unfortunately, they go into the room and that person's gone.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, that's awful. The bed making Fitzy, which is what you saw, that round assesses entrance. Here we go. Speed and accuracy. While in the speed vacuuming challenge, competitors must scoop up pieces of confetti from the carpet in the quickest time.
How good is that?
I just think this is fantastic.
It's a clever idea.
Well, going into Paris next year, maybe this could be an alternative for us.
Instead of the slalom skiing.
Yeah.
In the Winter Olympics.
We can move on from
Do you
that.
know what we used to know a guy who worked at one of the hotels here, and I said to him, what's the strangest thing you've seen that needed to be cleaned up in one of the rooms? And he said these guys hired a room, pushed the bed to the side, then they blew up a swimming pool, like a blow-up pool, filled it full of water, carrying water from the bathroom in a champagne bucket, and by the time housekeeping had arrived, there were 10 nude men in the blow-up
What are they doing?
the blow-up bath.
What are they doing?
I think in these places they just they lose their mind. Housekeeping needs to be paid more money.
Well, the talent that works here at Nova, there's been some stories over the years that's been kept in the closet big time.
What's that about Tom Ivy?
Man, some of the stuff that's going on in this place.
Oh, man.
What about that story? And this wasn't even in the room. One of the big places, I won't say whether it was a hotel or a casino.
Yeah.
Remember, there was someone pooping on the floor randomly?
Yeah.
Because I don't think they wanted to drag
that was not
themselves.
a good period for Tom.
Oh, wait.
I must apologise again.
It's fine.
Everyone.
You'll get your pineapples eventually.
Can I extend on
Wasn't
that story?
happy with their fee.
The man that did that.
Yeah. You know him.
Yeah, well, I know the story. He went and was having breakfast. He'd checked out of the hotel. He came down to reception, checked out. Then he was going to have breakfast. In that time, room service went up there and realised what he'd done. So they came back downstairs, saw him having breakfast, wandered over and said, "Excuse me, sir." He didn't even lift his head. And the guy said, "We've had a look at your room and there's been some damage to the room. We're going to need to charge you $5,000 for the damage to that room." And he didn't even lift his head, eating his bacon and eggs, and just said, "Put it on the card."
Wow.
So he must do
Well,
this.
we've all tried to replace a Chiquito bar in the minibar before, haven't we? No, I didn't need it. It's still there. Go and have a look.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Leah and Kira Wee, what do you got for us, Leah?
Hey guys, how are you?
Yeah, good, Leah.
Well, I had this event coming up. I've got a public school that I used to go to. I won't name it, but anyway, I've been banned from the Facebook event page.
Oh, what have you got, like a reunion coming up, Leah?
Yeah, no, well, it's 100 years of the school, and that school was we've got such a big community, and we saw the Queen come past when we were in the 70s. We used to have the Coca-Cola team come there, and I don't know, we got a huge group on Facebook. And anyway, there was sort of like an event, and first of all, she was like, "It's not a reunion, it's just a celebration of 100 years." And it was going to be on a Sunday, the 19th of November, and now it's been changed to a Friday afternoon. And on the thread, I was upset about it, and then everyone was joining in, because they're going to open a time capsule.
Yeah, right.
And then she said, "If you don't like it, don't come." And I'm like, what?
See, you know,
And I'd already changed plans for that Sunday and everything, and now, like, and now I'm barred from the group.
See, but BJ, my wife is in a WhatsApp group for our son's high school.
Yep.
And she's shown me some of the conversations. Leah, it gets brutal. Do you fire other parents up on there before? Have you done that before, or no?
No, never. I've been not been rude, but how? Like I was just putting it to you guys.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like 100 years? Is it acceptable just for 3 hours on a Friday afternoon?
No, you got to settle it.
It's got to be a weekend away.
And the opening of the time capsule, that's a huge.
Yeah.
When was that buried?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I think I vaguely got memories of doing it, like putting something in myself. So that would have been 50-something years ago.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what? You'd hope that someone played a practical joke with the time capsule and snuck in Mr. Brown's wig or something like that. You know, that's what you hope.
Yeah, in a perfect world. Leah, is there any way you can rejoin the group and just say...
No, I'm really upset about because, that's for years as well. My little pictures of me and...
We need a campaign. Tell me to get Leah back in that Facebook group.
Great idea.
Sounds like you're dealing with a couple of dinosaurs there, Leah.
Leah, good luck with it all.
Oh, my God.
We're going to go to... we're just going to get Jess from Blue Mountains up. What did you want to talk about, Jess?
I want to talk about a couple of things. First, how good was Butcherard last night on the Arias?
How good's his voice? Man, it's good.
Yeah,
beautiful voice.
Really good live. But I also want to say... Do either of you know how I can get Adrian Portelli to buy my house?
Oh my God, from the block.
So this is the guy that bought 3 houses on the block this year. I'm still trying to work. It's still really dodgy. I can't find out how he's made his money.
Well, he's got his subscription business, and Jess, I think if you just DM him on Instagram, give a rough sort of estimate of what you're looking for, and he will buy it. That's sort of his guarantee to everyone.
Yeah, I reckon I'm only looking for about $5 million, so that's all right.
Yeah, just throw that out there.
It's down the side of the couch for him.
It's a little unit in Mount Druitt, but yeah, he might pay $5 million for that. Good luck, Jess. Let's go to Gordon now in Glenmore Park. What do you want to talk about, Gords?
How you going, guys? It's Thursday, so we're on the downhill slope.
Here we go, mate.
Well said, mate.
Yeah, mate, I moved to Glenmore Park about a year ago, and it's the first place I've ever lived where they said they only empty the general rubbish bin every fortnight. And my in-laws have got a notice, and their council's going to do the same. And a guy at work said their council's going to do the same. So, what's going on, man?
Tommy, you've got that too, haven't you?
No, we don't, but I know the Waverley Council were doing it as well, and people who have kids or newborns, they're like, what do we do with our nappies? Because the nappies stay in the bin for a fortnight.
14 days of stink.
The bins, all the birds get the crap out, and the bins are always overflowing, maggots coming out. I'm thinking it's some greeny thing to say, we're going to reduce rubbish. I said, well, that's great, but you haven't reduced the rubbish, man.
Well, that's the problem.
Full of rubbish.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Do you know what I saw last night? Someone had a solution for this, Gordon. It was a whole lot of rubbish in one of the green bins, which in my area means that it's your cut off from your trees and your bushes. And there was a sign on the side that just said, I identify as a red bin, which was the general waste. And so he just filled up that.
These days.
So there's a solution for you, Gordon.
You do get into trouble for that.
Yeah, you
do get into massive trouble. But they do check.
This guy just had to take the pee out of it because it was so ridiculous, Gordon. I understand it.
Mate, it's just the bin's just so overfull now that there's, you're getting rubbish in the streets, and it's the maggots are made. That's the one that's...
the only other option is you can apply for another bin through the council. It'll cost you an annual fee, but you can apply.
Oh, well, that's another thing. They didn't take the council rates down.
See,
they're still charging the same rate, but they're emptying the bin less.
We got a green bin, and then, the thing is, everyone on the street asks for it.
Do they?
Can we borrow the green bin?
How often does the green bin get picked up?
That's every 2 weeks.
The green bin's every week. But
no, green bin's every 2 weeks for us. No, that's your lawn cut.
Ours is every week for the green.
Yeah, but then everyone comes up and go, well, we're not going to buy one. Can we grab one?
Oh, can we use yours?
Can we grab yours?
Yeah.
It's no good. Leah and Kirrawee, I know you've been kicked off the high school reunion group, but we're going to give you a family pass to Raging Waters. Leah, how's that?
Woo! That'll get me raging.
Yeah, that'll get you raging. Slide into summer fun at Raging Waters, Sydney, New South Wales' largest water park, now open 10 minutes from Parramatta.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We like the Life Improver. How good's the Life Improver? Oh yeah, the Life Improver. Your life, improve it!
With HCF Flex My Extras, you can spend your extras limits your way, like getting loads of physio and a touch of acupuncture. Waiting periods apply.
Thanks to HCF. Who else? Tamara in Engadine. Life. Oh, no, Kate, you've got one first.
Oh, just a quick one to kick it off. And in particular, I love this because I don't like answering the front door.
Yeah.
How about this for you if you don't really want to talk to someone you don't want to talk to?
Go on.
When you answer the door and you don't know who it is because you don't have a peephole, throw a coat on. Always keep a coat at the front door.
Yeah.
So if you open the door and it's someone you don't want to chat to, you're on the way out. You've just caught me. Or if it is like your mum or someone that you do want to talk to, you say, "Oh, gee, that was good timing. I've just got home," and you take the coat back off.
What about a face mask, Kate? What if you open the door with a face mask on and went, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so crook at the moment."
You could.
Is that a good one?
I don't know, because then they might say, "Let me come in and help you recover."
What? You're not going in there if you said you've got COVID.
Okay, right.
Or rabies.
You could
What
use
about a
COVID
leather
for-
mask with sort of a zip half undone?
Yeah, you
Don't come in now.
No, well, I would go into that house for sure.
All right.
Tamara and Engadine, life hack.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, Tammy.
Good. I do all of my Christmas shopping during the Boxing Day sales. So for the following year. So basically getting it all cheap, especially during cost of living at the moment, it is so much easier to just get it all done. It's all done in advance and I don't have to worry about it for the next year.
Yeah, but see, Tamara, the only thing is your kids, what they like changes so much over the next year. How do you know what they want for next year's Christmas?
Look, we talk about it all the time. Sometimes we do experiences, sometimes we do gifts and things like that.
Yeah.
But there's always cousins, there's always kids' birthday parties. So if something changes, it means that, you've always got a backup and you can, give it to the next, to a friend or somebody else if they really don't want it.
You're not crazy.
I mean, if Tamara, we've been blowing up at people who are putting up their Christmas tree now. If Tamara's preparing for Christmas on Boxing Day,
she's not bad.
She's doing pretty well.
There's no breaking a Mandy and mascot. Is this our favourite Mandy?
It certainly is.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Mandy.
I thought you were only doing riddle time on a Friday. You've got a life hack, Mandy.
Yeah, listeners, don't worry. It's life hack today. Right, this is going to blow your mind, right? Everyone doesn't like ironing.
Yep.
So, all you have to do is put a layer of tin foil under the ironing board cover, and you only have to iron the garments on one side. How good is that?
What? Why?
I see what you're doing, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I still don't get it because it doesn't mean that the heat doesn't go underneath the...
It goes through the clothes.
Double the heat, so you only have to iron it on one side.
Yeah,
I've tried it.
You're
Honestly,
effectively
it's
creating a heat press.
Yes.
Thank you, Wippa. Thank you.
Oh, Mandy, I'll talk to you tomorrow for riddle time.
I don't
Thank
think you do much ironing, Fitz.
No. I'm still trying to work it out because you still do iron.
Yep.
You iron the front and you iron the back.
No, but you don't have to now
to.
because on the underside, the side you're not actually ironing, is the foil hanging up.
How big's your piece of alfoil?
All over the whole ironing board.
Geez, that's a lot of effort.
Well,
That's a lot of effort.
You're off this, aren't you?
Do you and Mandy need to talk about this after 9?
Jesse and Emu Plains, give us a life hack.
I've got a real good one for you guys. We've got so many concerts. You'll like this.
Okay.
With Taylor Swift, Macklemore, and everybody coming to town, everybody wants concert tickets. When you go and on Ticketek and Ticketmaster and everything, you look at the seating map, and sometimes you might see 3 seats available.
Yep.
And you only want 2 of them.
Yep.
And it won't let you book those 2 seats because you're not allowed to leave a single seat behind.
Yep.
It won't let you follow through. So you open up a second window and you book that one ticket that you don't want. You go and reserve it. It holds it for 8 minutes while you check out the 2 tickets that you do really want.
Oh, and then you go back to the other one and cancel that ticket. You got the 2 that you want, Jess.
Exactly. You only pay for the 2 tickets, but you get the tickets that you want.
Boom!
Wow. And the
playing
other
the
one
system.
will just time out.
Yeah, the other one will time out and then just be
right.
left there. And then you know you've got a spare seat next to you.
Jess.
Exactly.
Oh, my
Jess,
God, Jess.
Jess, did you get Taylor Swift tickets?
I did not. Please tell me you're giving away Taylor Swift
No,
tickets.
we're not. No, but I'm just saying, with your foolproof plan, did you get them?
I couldn't get out of the waiting room.
Yeah, well, see, this is the thing. We want a life hack to get into the waiting room.
That's right, yeah.
Eric in Campbelltown, give us a life hack.
Hey, guys, how we doing?
Really,
Good, Eric.
Really good, mate.
Yeah, so everyone loves a good sickie, right? Especially at a night time.
Likes
so
a good what?
you need to do now... Sickie?
A what?
Sickie?
So you can chuck a sickie.
Sickie.
Yeah? So these days, a lot of places give you digital medical certificates, and they're usually in a PDF format. So you just get a PDF editor and change a date, and you can chuck a sickie whenever you want.
PDF editor? Doesn't that break the rules of the PDF?
What? So you just change the date?
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
not bad, Kate.
Getting some good calls.
I don't understand any of that.
I
They said
do
PDF,
love...
I was lost.
When it comes to sickies, I do love breaking the law there.
Because it's not really that. It's a white lie, isn't it?
No, it's
You know
a
what I mean?
lie.
It's a friendly lie.
It's a lie.
Oh, it's a tickle.
Eric, that's good. James in Collaroy. Life hack.
Morning, guys. How's things?
Yeah.
Right.
Hanging in there, James.
Not good.
So my hack is that when you are vacuuming the car, the worst thing that is when the cord always gets stuck under the tyre as you're going around from door to door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I do is I jam a tennis ball underneath each tyre, and the cord just seamlessly floats past the tyre, never gets stuck.
Oh, James.
That's. I mean, you put,
I love you,
you do have to go to the effort putting 4 balls under each tyre, but I do like it, so it just glides past it, James.
Yeah, it'll never get stuck, and who doesn't have a heap of tennis balls hanging around the house?
Yeah, well said.
absolutely.
Keep them with your vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Grab the vac, grab the balls, you know what I mean?
Kate, this is really tough for you today. $500 up for grabs. I don't know who you're going to go here. This is... I mean, Mandy's was great with the airfoil, but I thought that was a lot of effort to go with the airfoil.
Jesse was strong. Eric was strong. Eric's from Campbelltown. That's an added bonus for
The
you.
medical certificate hack by Eric as well.
I don't approve of hacks
Booking
like that.
tickets hack. Jesse's was good.
Well, now, I don't know.
Make a call, Kate
Jeez,
Ritchie.
you're going to really let someone down here.
No.
I'm going with James from Collaroy and the tennis balls.
James, you got it.
What?
Yep, Kate loves to vacuum her own car.
I love it because I don't understand why you would bother.
We like the Life Improver. How good's the Life Improver? Oh yeah, the Life Improver. Your life, improve it!
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast. Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing. I'm still standing.
Granny Award-winning Macklemore is coming back to Sydney May 11th and 12th, playing Hordern Pavilion. Tickets on sale November 17. For details, head to frontiertouring.com.
He's put on another show. He's already sold out the first one, I'm pretty sure. Very popular Macklemore. James in Turramurra. Wippa's playing for you this morning. You and your daughter love singing along to Macklemore?
Mate, 100%. He's an absolute legend. So she loves it. Sophie?
Leave it with me, Jim. I'll get tickets for you and Sophie.
She's under pressure, mate. You've got to get past Kira in Penrith. Kate, you're playing for Kira. You're off on a road trip this weekend, Kira. Where are you going?
I am. I'm going down to Goulburn to see my mum with my 2 kids and my dad.
Okay.
They live down there, so a bit of a road trip
Goulburn.
from...
Which street do they live in Goulburn?
They live in Marulan, but I say Goulburn because I feel Goulburn's more known than Marulan.
Marulan's a beautiful spot at this time of the year, though.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's gorgeous down there.
Still chilly.
Okay, Kate, you're going first today. Get one wrong, power goes over to Whip. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds wins Macklemore tickets for their listener. Kate, your 60 seconds starts now. Did Gordon Ramsay just welcome his 4th or his 6th child?
6th.
Yes. Joe Exotic is known for which Netflix show?
Something to do with a Tiger King.
Yes. What does the acronym SMH stand for?
Sydney Morning Herald.
Well, it does, but it's shake my head.
Well,
I'll give you that.
I'll give you that. What dog breed is the Australian men's netball team named after?
The collies.
Nah, Kelpies. Wippa, what's the largest marathon event in the world?
Largest marathon, New York.
Yes. Name one of the original hosts of Studio 10.
Sarah Harris.
Yes. LHR is the abbreviation for which airport?
Lufthansa.
No, London Heathrow.
whoops.
Kate, name a Sydney horse racing venue.
Horse race. Randwick.
Yep. Nico Hines plays for which NRL team? 1, 2,
Panthers.
3. No, Sharks. Bang.
Sugar.
Jim told you we'd get it.
Jim, you got it.
James, you got it.
I'm sorry, Kira. Enjoy Goulburn.
Hey, look, that's completely fine.
Sorry,
Thank
Kira.
You, anyway, Kate. No, thank you.
Oh, what a
I
nice-
wouldn't have got half of them, so.
Oh, thank you so much.
Neither did Kate, Kira, so you've got a little bit in common. Well done. A little bit in common
No,
this
she
morning.
did really well.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Can I celebrate some more music news from yesterday, mate? You missed out on the Grade 2 Strings Christmas performance at school, which was great because it's compulsory. You either have to pick up the fiddle, the violin, or the cello. And the annual concert took place in the Grand Hall yesterday at school.
What's Ted running with?
Ted's on the cello. Really practical
okay,
to be picked
gotcha.
up in Carline as well. As he jumps in the back and the teacher's trying to stuff it and can't open the boot. And then I said, just climb in with it, mate. You'll be right. But then it gets stuck on the car seat. So you kick the thing into the car and we all get home. Look, I mean, they're young, which is great. They're only 7 and 8 years old. You know, they're not Andre Rieu.
No.
I mean, that man has a future. And I keep saying to Ted, if you play... Oh, is this a bit of Andre? I keep saying, you can be... Ted, if you stick with it, not only can you be as good as Andre Rieu, you might become mates with Richard Wilkins one day.
That is amazing.
You know?
Andre Rieu is he is a special performer. Actually, well, you see if you can get up. I gave you Lenny's performance. We'll go through Ted's as well, but it wasn't that. I mean, the one that recently I played with Lenny when he was up at Balmain.
Oh, the band.
Adam's Family.
Right, that's more of a band.
I mean,
Here he is.
Please tell me Ted's band was better than this.
We started when Uncle Fester started. Mate, they did okay. And as you know, according to my dad, he says, old Johnny Whipley, he says, mate, when you come to that sort of stuff, as long as they start together and end together, what happens in the middle doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, John, good work. They did a good job. It was a great show. Have a listen to part of the strings here. I don't know what this song's called, but Ted's there on the cello, strumming away. Here they are. So they've put it together. They've done a whole lot of rehearsing, and to the teachers and everybody, great job.
Yep.
And I don't want what happened to me and my performance to be a reflection on what the school had put together. But Fitz, you know what it's like, and it wasn't long into the cello performance, and the violins are fiddling away at the back there, and old MJW just...
you started going to sleep.
Drift off a little bit.
You have a sleeping problem at the moment. Do you have a kip during the day?
No. The tough part was too, I was right at the front and I was 2 rows back, second pew. So I was there looking at Ted, but I'd gone from trying to make Ted laugh. I was doing some funny dad gear. Yeah. When he wasn't actually playing, I had the tongue out of my mouth and I was winking and I was doing a bit of Mum's gone mad with a few circles in the ear. Just hilarious. Yeah. So I've gone from
encore.
I've gone from fun dad make kid laugh to
that's not good. It's like you've gone back to school yourself again, isn't it?
You know what was disappointing is to see my wife take the opportunity to film me, then swing the camera around so everybody else can see my face sitting behind me as we all have a bit of a giggle at old dad who's
She had the opportunity to share.
She did on social media, and so the joke landed on me once again. Here's the thing, Ted, if you're listening, Ted, I know you're not, I don't want you to think that Dad's performance was a reflection on your performance, because you did me proud, mate. You
didn't see it.
I missed the second half. But the second half was the best, apparently.
Well, the ending of the second half is unbelievable.
It was. It was the best bit
Jack
possible.
goes down with the ship. It's unbelievable.
I know. Well, that's what it felt like, mate, because I'm now in the doghouse. Ted will not talk to me and said he will bring the cello home to do the second half.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.